listening to CLNS Media, powered by betonline.ag. Go to clnsmedia.com/roll. Use our promo code CLNS50 for 50% off your first deposit.
Is this on?
May I present to you the 24/7 title.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I am Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano.
Eric Hamilton is out on assignment.
Yeah, that's.
Were you gonna say
We
that?
didn't even talk about that, but I was going to say the exact same thing. He's on
That's
assignment.
what we do. He's out on assignment.
Because he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His assignment
Right.
is to, go to Peru and visit with his in-laws.
Be a good husband, I guess.
He's been posting, those of you that follow Eric on social media, I've enjoyed his posts.
Yeah.
He's found knockoffs for Gatorade.
Right.
He's found, it was like in a desert. Does Peru have deserts?
It is a desert.
It is a desert.
Yeah.
So, I know you know a lot about Peru, too. So, I've enjoyed it.
Well, when I was
He's gone
there,
dune buggying on the desert sand. He's having a grand old
most
time.
impressive to me is that he found service in Peru. Because when I went there, I had none.
I mean, plenty of service. He's everywhere. He was even posting during AEW's event. So Double or Nothing.
Yep.
So Eric is not here, and you know what? I think he'd be saddened.
Well, sure.
Because this is going to be a good show, only just based on what I watched Monday and Tuesday night. Because the only thing, we used to give them an A for effort. Like, oh, they tried something different.
Yeah.
You don't even get the A for effort.
No.
You get a 0. I'm not even going to give you a letter because I can't give you a Z. Mm-hmm. You ever got a Z at school?
No.
No. The lowest you have is a D, but that's in the top 4.
Right.
Of alphabet letter. Well, an F is a little bit lower. They skipped the E for some reason. I don't know, because E is for excellent.
Yeah.
This is a 0. This Week in Wrestling gets a 0. There was so many things that, pissed me off. Shane's suspending the 24/7 rule.
Well, yeah.
What the fuck is the point of it then?
Exactly.
You could have had this fun dynamic of Elias kicking people off of his boot as that match happened.
As soon as he said that, though, I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Of course.
I was like,
course.
He's going to win it back as soon as the match is over.
Of course.
But no, seriously, if
the Sami Zayn Ask the Fans thing was a colossal failure. A colossal.
Mainly
just
because
interview some people.
they got real fans.
Hi, would you like to ask a question? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not you. Hi, what's your name? Andrew Pisano. Okay, would you like to ask a question? Sure, I'd like to ask a question. Would you read exactly what it says here? Yes. I'm a college-educated man.
Would you remember it?
I'm a college-educated man who can memorize one sentence. Thank you. I'm sorry if you're a fan and you were the one interviewed, people who couldn't read or speak or remember a line to ask the question. It was colossal failure.
Yeah, they got nervous, I guess.
A colossal failure.
Of course.
You couldn't have plants. You couldn't have extras.
I mean, that's what
you usually do.
That's what they usually do, yeah.
I don't understand.
It was probably a last-minute decision, and they didn't even have time to get extras.
We happen to know people who work for WWE, and we know that they use, people, or they go around, they send their people out. Hi, what's your name? Hi, can we use you for this? And they interview you to see if they could use you for something. Mm-hmm. Much like at Citi Field, where they ask a guy, he was like, I don't know shit. Ask someone else. I was behind him. I know everything about WWE.
Right.
I would like to participate. As you can hear from me speaking, I could put a sentence together. So I will be good for what you're about to do. And the girl was like, yes, you would be. I got one. You know, looking around to her producers.
Yeah.
They could do this if they spend 1 minute on it. And they were like, yeah, you... Like in our video for WrestleMania, and the David Blaine thing. Okay, this guy.
Right.
You want to ask a question? Huh? Okay. How? Here, ask this. How? The checklist for the podcast.
Yeah.
What's a podcast? Like, they couldn't.
Don't worry, we'll play that audio.
I couldn't be more upset about that. I couldn't be more upset about the 24. There are so many things wrong. Coming off a pretty awesome AEW event. This is what you have to give to everybody.
Yeah.
This is what you have to show for it. This is what you give us
This is one
this
of your
week.
This is one of your longest rants ever.
I can't. I couldn't be more upset / excited for our podcast.
Yeah.
We will probably double our audience after this week's
Well,
shows.
you know what?
Holy shit.
We almost doubled our Patreons. We got a ton of patrons because they wanted to hear or watch our Double or Nothing recap.
Oh, right.
So I guess we have to thank AEW for that.
Good friends of ours are joining our Patreon. We're like, we probably would, I mean, our best friends, we would probably just give you our Patreon to let you listen. But
Right.
no, they just wanted to hear what we had to say immediately.
Yeah.
So that the fastest way to do that, join Patreon.
Join Patreon. But no, seriously, I want to ask you a question before we get to the names. If WWE had a doomsday clock, how much time is left?
Honestly, 6 months. I can't.
Well, no,
see
like a clock, like 6 minutes, you know, like...
What do you mean?
Like 6 minutes till midnight, you know, like Watchmen with the doomsday clock.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't know, 5 minutes till midnight. It's very close.
Getting closer.
Tick-tock.
They're in trouble.
Yeah. I mean,
They're in trouble.
This is their response to Double or Nothing. This
They're
is
in
it?
trouble if they're not going to improve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get it. They went, look.
There was nothing. If you had a friend who like missed Raw this week, you can be like, "Hey, you missed it this week because you didn't see." Wait, no, there was nothing. You missed nothing.
What Roman Reigns did to help R-Truth was the only story that was told the entire week. That was at least a story.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, at least I'm seeing a story develop of Roman Reigns with no ties to R-Truth.
Wait, what's the
Matter
story?
of fact, I think they feuded like 2 years ago.
What's the story that Roman doesn't want to be the 24/7 champion?
Yeah, that's the story. That he helped an old man.
Ew, no!
That he helped an old man
Yeah, exactly.
win back a title that I guess is important to him.
Yeah, very, very important to him.
And mind you, this proves that even the WWE is like, yeah, no, this title doesn't really mean anything.
Of course.
Because why wasn't Drew going for it? Why
No.
wasn't Roman going for it? Why wasn't anyone else other than R-Truth and Rockstar Spud or whatever?
I mean,
for
I
it?
think because as soon as you win that title, you know your career's over. Like, this is it.
I guess.
My career is over.
I guess.
So Elias is retiring next week.
His first championship. And maybe only. I don't know.
Probably.
In store for
Dude,
him.
he's like...
Is the 24/7
I mean,
title.
Drew McIntyre is Shane's bodyguard, you know? Elias is Shane's doofus that he just like... He's like, hey, come on, fuckface. You can tag along. We'll just, you know... We'll just make fun of you, make us get... You know, we'll make you get us coffee and stuff. It'll be great. Yeah, sing a song, sure, clown.
Poor Drew McIntyre. He's basically J&J security right now.
Yeah.
Tell me how he's not.
Right. I mean, he's not even getting title shots by being Shane's best
He's doing
friend.
like whoa in like matches.
Yeah.
He's that heel now.
Like, what
he
do
was
you-
like a badass heel, like a Samoa Joe. I'm gonna kick your ass every time. Yes, I might lose, but when I lose, it's a fluke. Think about when Samoa Joe loses. It's like a fluke loss.
Yeah.
Because he's so badass and tough.
Right.
And that's what you were getting with Drew McIntyre until recently. Now he's just Shane's bitch. Another bitch. You're a bitch.
What a bitch.
Stupid bitch.
You know who aren't bitches? Our 18 new patrons.
Guys, if you're listening to the show, and I know people reach out to me to say, hey, what's up? I follow you on Instagram now. I'm your Facebook friend. What's going on? And I'll be like, oh, where are you from? You know, how long have you listened to the show? Or the first two questions I ask. How long have you listened and where are you from? And I was having a conversation recently with a gentleman from Australia. And I said, oh, have you considered Patreon? And he said, what's that? So just to make it perfectly clear at the beginning of the show, and I get it, most people probably understand what it is, but for $5 to $10, you get different things. But most of the time you get your NXT show, our pay-per-view recaps, a monthly show that could be a movie recap or a tournament bracket or something. But our bonus content is worth it.
$5 gets you everything. Gets you all the bonus content, all the extra episodes.
You a mention.
Well, no, $10 you go in the credits at the beginning of the YouTube video.
Yep.
And we also will follow you on Twitter.
Right.
So yeah.
So cool. So $5 to $10. Well worth it. Look into it. Here are new people.
Yes.
That have just joined up.
Yeah, you do it.
I know you hate this. It's hilarious. As professional as you are, and you've been on the radio, it's so funny how much you hate reading names because
these are hard names.
They are. Okay, so Jules,
Ah.
our sister.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nick Simmons, Mark Grazzitano, Samuel Chang, Josh Risky, Chris Trevino, Robert Szymanski, Eric Pachoria, Ben Brandon. You just gotta go fast. DJ Stryker, Dwayne Emmanuel,
DX Striker,
Jeff Bissotuni. What's up, Jeff? We love you.
AKA Cesaro.
Corey Dank, Claudio Farinacchia, Richard Cranium, Eric Avila, Paula Hey Girl, and Jonathan Weld.
Yeah. All right, I think you got 2 of those right.
I think I got half right.
Yeah, maybe.
Including our friend.
There's some tough names on there. But either way,
yeah,
that's part of the whole journey
Amazing.
Of becoming a patron.
Thank you guys
and us
so much.
butchering your names.
Yes.
I think some people put fake names on here that, like this one, Szymanski. That's probably not his real name. He probably did that just to screw with us.
Szymanski.
But, it's cool, Robert.
Szymanski.
Yeah.
But obviously Paula Hey Girl is for sure a real name.
Yeah, no, I looked her up. Yeah, that's her real name and everything.
Paula Hey Girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amazing. Probably
with a U.
Probably a 40-year-old dude. So yeah, thank you to all of you. We are growing. Thanks to the WWE. We have now put AEW into our Patreon exclusive content.
Yep.
I can only imagine we're going to somehow do a recap. Guys, the more of you that join, the more content you get.
Yep.
That's all
It's
I'm
true.
saying. And the bigger we get, the faster we'll be global and amazing and maybe on another network. And we got things in the works. We'll see what happens.
There's going to be too much content.
You're gonna have
that problem.
overloaded.
Yeah.
Overloaded.
Oh my God, there's too much content on here.
Look, I've got favorite podcasts that I listen to, and I think I've mentioned them here and there, but I can't wait till they come out
Right.
because I want to, on my commute to work,
Yeah.
I want to put it on.
Yeah.
So I get it. And honestly, when I'm not on this show, I'm excited to put it on in the car and listen to Andrew and Eric talk about the show.
Right. So yeah, go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling to sign up. Try it out.
Yeah.
We also have a fan that bought a t-shirt.
You bought this one.
Yeah, kick out, spear pin, repeat.
Yep. Now the
So
Roman's
shout
back.
out to Peter Wright. You were right for buying that. ProWrestlingTees.com/what's wrong with wrestling if you want one.
Yeah.
Just $19.99. All right. We gotta kick off Raw with Kofi Kingston.
Wild card.
We kick off Raw with a guy that's not even supposed to be on Raw.
Sure. It doesn't matter.
So Kofi wants to know who Brock is going to cash in on.
Gotta count the wild cards.
And he really wants, he really wants to, it to be him. I guess he wants to lose that championship.
I think I get that you're a good guy and like you want to be like the man. I want to beat Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
No, Kofi, you would lose. You fought him recently and you lost horribly.
Well,
It would end.
Most baby faces in WWE are retarded. So
Yes, they are. I'm not even sure Seth would win. Back to back against Lesnar? Has anyone ever done that?
they're not.
Has anyone
there's
ever
no
done
way
that? Outside of
Lesnar.
Triple H, I think did it.
There's no way Lesnar cashes in and doesn't win.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because then there's no reason to give him that thing.
Maybe the if you're thinking storyline wise, I'd rather him fight me face to face than hit me with it behind the back, and I have no chance.
I guess.
So maybe that's what they're trying to do. Like,
yeah, I guess.
Like, you're gonna challenge me, freaking be a man and turn it in and challenge me. So at least I have a fighter's chance.
Yeah.
You come out of nowhere after I'm blind, like there's no way.
Right.
There's no way.
Yeah.
So, and again, he's Brock Lesnar. He can hit someone from behind in a second and destroy someone.
Well, I mean, the way he's booked, you can't even beat him unless you punch him in the balls.
True.
Multiple times.
Well, let's get to what
and
happens.
And then curb stomp him 3 times.
I kind of loved what happened.
Okay.
Because it was so fucking stupid.
Rollins comes out too because he wants to know. And then Brock's music hits, but it quickly changes to reggaeton music. I think it was reggaeton. And Brock comes out with Heyman, but he's in a sleeveless hoodie. And he's treating the Money in the Bank briefcase like a boombox again. Because now it is a boombox.
It's a boombox.
Yeah.
This is not the part I liked. They drew or they built in.
No, they built in.
Like these circles
at
that
first,
made it look like a fucking boombox.
Yeah, at first I thought it was stickers, and I was like, no. They went all in on this.
And he wore a shirt that said like...
Brock Party.
Brock Party.
Yeah. With a Money in the Bank boombox on the shirt, too. So I wonder how many people bought that shirt. How many people in the arena bought that shirt that night? What do you think? Let's say like there's 12,000 people there or something.
So 12. 0.01%.
No way. Every like time we go to those shows, how long is the fucking t-shirt line?
Yeah.
There's like 80 people.
I know, but I mean like they're buying Seth Rollins. They're buying Kofi Kingston.
Think about it. Look at Eric.
The Dean
whenever
Ambrose stuff.
Whenever a new shirt comes out, Eric's like, I gotta get that one. But Eric, you already have 3 Finn Balor shirts. Yeah, but that's a new Finn Balor shirt. Yeah, a lot of people bought that shirt.
You think a lot of Brock Party?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. How many? Then you give me the number. 12,000 people. How many bought it?
I don't know, 500.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people buying that.
Couple hundred shirt. At least.
Wow.
I don't know, it's just a guess, but damn. Yeah. So yeah, he's wearing the Brock Party shirt and he's rocking out, and it reminded me of when he mocked Eddie Guerrero.
I would probably get it as a joke because we do a podcast where because I probably have a rotation of about 12 shirts. You guys probably know.
Right.
The super fans probably know how many shirts I wear. I just put in the Mets, Mr. Met, with holding the titles.
Yes.
It's like my favorite WWE shirt of all time.
You put that in retirement?
No, I wore it.
Hiatus?
I wore it for the AEW recap.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You need to have some, No,
but I'm saying I need more shirts. So it would almost be funny to have the Lesnar shirt.
Yeah.
Just as a joke, but yeah.
But no, I was saying it reminded me of when he mocked Eddie Guerrero. He came out in a sombrero, and, there's like a mariachi band playing and stuff.
Sure.
So he gets in the ring, and they change to Kofi's music, and he rocks out to that. Right. Then it changes to Seth's music, so he rocks out to that.
Like as if, oh, God, did he pick him?
Yeah.
So it's Seth now?
But Heyman rocks out too hard, so Brock slaps his chest and tells him to stop.
Yeah.
Rollins gets annoyed.
Heyman sells it.
Yeah.
After a minute, he goes like, ow.
Right. Rollins gets annoyed, so he leaves. He's like, fuck this. I think he was channeling every wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Right there.
For sure.
He's like, all right, I'm already done with Raw. Fuck this.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, me too. Click.
Yeah.
So Paul Heyman then says Brock was going to announce who he was cashing in on, but Seth ruined the Brock Party. So Brock and Paul leave, but then Dolph Ziggler attacks Kofi from behind and gives him a zigzag on the ramp. Xavier Woods comes out and gets some shots in, so Dolph retreats through the crowd, and we go to commercial. When we come back, refs are helping Kofi to the back, and then Dolph attacks Woods on the stage. Okay, I thought he left, but he's back. So they brawl while one ref follows them. Did this become a match? All of a sudden?
I was hoping.
One ref just follows them through the crowd, and he's like, hey, come on, guys. Cut it out?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I guess this is a match?
Because they do that all the time.
Yeah.
Where you come back for commercial, it's like, oh, the anonymous GM, because that's who it is now. We don't know who the fuck is in charge, really.
Yeah.
So Dolph ends up beating Woods with a chair, and then he puts Woods' head in the chair to step on it like he did to Kofi last week.
Right.
But Kofi runs out for the save with a chair of his own. So Dolph retreats again, and we go to commercial again. When we come back, Kofi is helping Woods up in the ring when Dolph comes out to the stage the third time.
Kind of bloody. I wasn't sure where the blood was coming from.
He had a cut right here, like on his face.
And it got over here, I guess. He was touching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dolph comes out again, third time, and he tells Kofi, you've been worrying about Brock Lesnar, but you should be worrying about me. And he cuts a similar promo to last week saying it should have been me, but it's Super Showdown. It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me. This was a good promo.
Yeah.
But, like, we're 2 commercial breaks in and we're still doing the same
Well,
thing.
it shows how desperate they are for the ratings now because it's like, oh, this isn't over yet. Oh, no, it's still not over yet.
Keep watching.
I mean,
Please keep watching.
I think when this ended, we were like 30 minutes into the show.
Right.
This whole first segment lasted 30 minutes. Hey guys, if you're a gambling man like me, then there's no better time than right now to sign up and join betonline.ag. We got the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup Finals, and the French Open all going on this week. BetOnline.ag is CLNS Media's preferred sportsbook online, and it's the only place to get in on all the action, grab the odds, and allow the experts to do the heavy lifting for you. They also have in-game live betting, so you can participate with the action in every play, and you can do it all right from your smartphone. So if you're ready to buy in and you want to support our podcast, go to clnsmedia.com/wrestlingpod and use the promo code CLNS50 for a 50% sign-up bonus. Again, go to clnsmedia.com/wrestlingpod and use the promo code CLNS50 for a 50% sign-up bonus. BetOnline.ag, your online sportsbook experts. So next up, we have a Memorial Day party hosted by the Usos, and they say everyone's invited except for the Revival. We'll come back to that. Backstage, Shane is shadowboxing in the hallway when Charlie Caruso asks Shane, what are you training for?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You're just shadowboxing in the hallway like a lunatic. Shane says he has an opponent tonight, and then he walks away with Drew McIntyre. And then we see Shane's music hits. Shane and Drew both come out to the stage. They walk halfway down the ramp, and then they walk back up the ramp and leave. So are they Lacey Evans now?
I didn't what was happening.
I have no idea what's going on.
And then they went to commercial?
They go to commercial.
Then they go.
We come back from commercial, and all of a sudden Shane and McIntyre are in the ring. What the hell is going on?
Did AEW hire all of their production people, all of their directors? Who's directing this?
I think it's still Kevin Dunn, for all I know. I don't know.
Awful.
I don't know what's going on.
No one knows.
What the hell was that?
No one knows.
Did someone tell Shane you weren't supposed to come out yet? But if that's the case, why'd you hit his music? I don't understand what the hell that was.
Just stay in the ring. You're supposed to be in the ring.
Right.
Just don't go anywhere.
Yeah. You're going to commercial, Shane starts to leave.
I
if
thought
you're
he
a
was gonna
viewer,
do
you're
the-
like, oh, he's not coming out?
I thought he was doing the nope, announce me again thing. But then we didn't hear that.
Maybe he did it
He
during
did it
the
live,
commercial. I don't know.
but they didn't show it or explain it.
But Greg Hamilton's not there. Whatever. So he cuts a promo about Roman Reigns attacking his father again. When you can make Shane McMahon boring, you're doing something wrong. And I'm bored with Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
He talks about the Samoan dynasty, mentioning Roman's father, Sika, from the Wild Samoans. This is what Vince did 4 years ago when Vince was feuding with Roman. He was like, I didn't pay your daddy, and I'll put a bone in your nose too. Right. This is when Roman was feuding with Sheamus.
Yeah.
When we started this podcast.
Yep.
And now we're back to that.
Yep.
So Shane then says, who from the Samoan dynasty is going to face the best in the world? And then we go to commercial. Holy shit.
Are they paying advertisers or something? Why? It seemed like they were going to commercial every 3 minutes.
It's bad timing.
Yeah.
I just think it's bad timing. Usually you do it in the middle of a match, and it's that's what you do. It's normal.
Yeah.
Now they're doing it in the middle of promos and in the middle of fights.
Entrances.
It's entrances. None of it makes sense. I think it's just them trying new stuff.
Here comes the money. We'll be back.
Yeah, I think they're just trying new things to keep viewers, and it's probably not working either. But so when we come back, we have Shane.
I have a better idea.
Yeah.
Than gimmicky camera work.
Yeah.
better writing.
Oh, better show?
Better show.
Like, do a better show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Man, too bad they don't have like access to like people that are just fan favorites like Rusev or just people like that. You know what I mean? That are just over with the crowd.
Right.
That they love.
It's a shame.
It's too bad.
It's a shame they don't have him.
It's too bad.
He'll be in AEW soon. Him and Nakamura.
I mean,
We haven't seen Nakamura in forever.
from your lips to God's ears.
God, I don't know. So, so we have Shane McMahon versus Lance Anowani. That's how you pronounce
Good job.
the Roman name.
Yeah,
I
okay.
spelled it out. It was like
So
how you
he's
pronounce it.
definitely a cousin.
I mean, that's what they said.
Same Joe Anoy. Is it the same Anowani?
Anowani. Yeah, that's
That's Joe's real name?
yeah.
Roman?
Yes,
Yeah.
Anowani. So, he's Roman's cousin, and he's wearing a Roman Reigns shirt. He's wearing the big dog shirt.
Sure.
So McIntyre beats up Lance outside the ring before the match starts, and then he throws him in the ring, and then Shane tells the ref to ring the bell. Shane tees off on Lance, and the crowd chants, "This is awful," because it is.
It was really bad.
Lance makes a comeback and goes for a super kick, but Shane blocks it and puts him in the nut lock, and Lance taps. You know, the nut lock?
Where the balls are on your chin?
Yes.
His balls are on your chin.
Exactly. He
Like,
teabags
tap,
you.
tap, tap. Is it hurting? No, his balls are on my chin.
Oh, my God. When's the last time you
done.
showered, bro?
I'm done with this.
Yeah. So Shane says, if Sika was here, he'd be eating my balls too right now. He said I'd be doing this to him as well. He says the biggest mistake Sika made was spawning Roman Reigns. So out comes Roman. Roman's hurt enough. His cousin might be getting choked out to death, but, don't talk about me. So
Right. I'm going to stay in the back. Your cousin's getting choked to death. I'm going to stay in the back. He just said you're an asshole. I'm hitting my music.
better. So Roman comes out.
I'm mad.
McIntyre meets him at the ramp, but he gets a Superman punch.
And then McIntyre,
Yeah, he dies.
he dies.
And then Roman Superman
Puts him to
punches.
sleep.
Roman Superman punches Shane and sets up for the spear, but McIntyre pulls Shane out of the ring.
Yeah.
And that's that. Next up, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come
And
out.
that's the end of that. We will not see Shane
Right.
or Roman for the rest of the week, hopefully.
At least for Raw. So Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out to the ring again. Heyman says it's time to announce who Brock is cashing in on. So Seth Rollins comes out.
Yes.
He calls Lesnar a coward, a shell of his former self, and demands Brock cash in on him right now. So Brock's like, all right, let's do this. Heyman pulls out a contract. I think this is the first time we've ever seen...
Ever read or heard.
The contract
Correct.
for the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Was it in the briefcase?
No, he didn't. We didn't see him pull it out.
That's too bad.
That would have been great.
That would have been where it was, yeah.
So Heyman starts reading it, stating that Brock has until May 19th of next year to cash in. So Brock then grabs the contract and asks Paul, I got a year?
This is the part I like. This is the part I was talking about.
Paul
This is
says
hilarious.
yes, and Brock slaps Paul in the face with the contract.
I think he cut him. It was like
bitch
paper
slaps
cut.
him.
Yeah.
And then he grabs the mic and he tells Seth, I got a year, screw you. And then Brock leaves while Seth just stands there like a bitch.
This whole thing was hilarious because Brock was like, wait, I have a year?
Yeah.
Paul's like, yeah, how did you not know this?
He's like, I don't watch this shit.
How do you...
Yeah, I mean, why would Brock know?
Like, Brock is a big dumb idiot, but he's
Yeah.
a beast.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I thought this was great. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, why would you be cashing in?
Right.
Why are you cashing in person in front of them anyway?
Yeah.
I know you think you're amazing, but you have like an easy win for a title someday.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind Brock doing that because that's Brock's character to do that. But Seth, he just walks right by Seth, and Seth just stands there with his head down like, oh, man. Punch him or something.
Right.
You hit him in the balls.
Right.
What do you care?
Give him a 1-2 ball punch.
Yeah. Be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Do something. You want to fight him? Fight him.
We don't provoke the giant. You don't provoke the beast.
But come on, he's the champ. He's supposed to be the tough guy. He's demanding that he cashes in on him. Punch the fucking guy. Do something.
He did it at WrestleMania.
Be tough.
Be tough.
Maybe if you hit him in the balls, he'll get mad and cash in.
Seth, be tough.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next up, R-Truth and Carmella run from the crowd to the ring. They're being chased by a bunch of Raw superstars. Just so everyone's aware, that's 6 wild cards on Raw.
Oh, God.
Kofi, Xavier, Dolph, Roman, Carmella, and R-Truth.
Is Dolph for sure a SmackDown.
He's on
superstar?
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a free agent.
Free agent.
He's
That he's not getting paid.
yeah. That's Kofi, Xavier, Roman, Carmelo, R-Truth. At least 5,
Yeah.
and then Dolph would be 6.
Yeah. So what the fuck?
Awesome.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
So Eric Young goes for a pin, but EC3 breaks it up. Like, so what if Eric Young wins the title there? You can pin him right after.
Right.
Like, why break up the pin? Who gives a shit?
Right.
Hey, you won. Great. Roll him up. Like, this is so fucking stupid. I hate this so much. So Truth is clearly the king of the jobbers because they all attack him, but he gets away. He, like, beats up all of them.
He does.
Like,
in a way.
he's just like, he's like a Jedi. He's like Neo from the Matrix. Like, they're diving at him, and he's like, whoa, and they miss him, you know?
And then he's so fast he can put a human being on his back and run away.
Yes.
And then they're all like, whoa, I can't catch you.
Right. Yeah. Also, Drake Maverick was holding the R-Truth wanted posters, even though he was looking right at the fucking guy. Like,
why are you still holding the poster?
You're right there, and he's like he's holding them.
So retarded.
He's holding them while he's trying to fight R-Truth.
Yeah.
Which is
He
kind of
throws
funny.
him up in the air at one point.
Yeah, right. So next up, we go in a doctor's room, and I say that because there's a sink and skeleton pictures on the wall.
Skeleton
it looks like a pediatrician's
Haunted
office.
house. Oh, or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like AJ Styles is there to see like his childhood doctor or something. So Charlie Caruso asked Styles what happened because he was supposed to compete in the Fatal 4-Way match to decide who faces Seth Rollins at Super Showdown. He says that Money in the Bank, I felt a pop in my lower back. And he's like, oh, that's not to take anything away from Seth Rollins. He's the better man. He's the better man. But I was hurt.
I'm okay with it. Whatever.
He said, I wanted to compete tonight, but that's not going to happen. Caruso asked, how long will we be out? He's like, well, more tests have to be done. But then Corbin shows up and punches AJ off the table and laughs. And then he walks away.
Sure.
So it's like, okay, there's the payback. You know, from...
Is AJ really hurt or no? I think it's just a thing to get him some time. I mean, they flew him to that city.
Well, they could have filmed that last week.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, if they wanted to.
Change your shirt, Corbin.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about it. You look the same every week.
Yeah, no. This black shirt?
That's the thing about wrestlers. Yeah, you could just wear the same thing because you wear the same thing anyway.
Yeah. Perfect. So next up, we have Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross versus the Iconics.
Oh.
Same old Monday Night Raw.
This should be fun, right?
No.
There's nothing about Monday Night Raw that is fun.
We have 3 things to play now every time.
And to the people who say that this is not a rematch because last week it was 3-on-3, not really, because Alexa was at ringside. She
Yes.
was not in the match.
No.
And Lacey Evans bailed.
Right.
So
It's
this is-
literally
this
the
is
same thing.
same match.
The same thing.
And Renee Young, when this match started, said, you know, I talked to Nikki and she told me that the Iconics are a lot like the mean girls who picked on her in high school. So this is why she's crazy.
Right.
Because she got picked on in high school.
Sure.
That's as deep as her character goes.
That's it. Sanity.
Holy shit. Wow, that's awful.
Yeah.
So Becky gets the win after hitting Peyton Royce with a rock bottom.
And no.
Yeah.
No?
Becky 2 belts again.
But I mean, they fought them.
Yeah.
And they won. They have the titles.
Yes, they should. You know how many times the Iconics have defended their titles since they won them at WrestleMania?
I'm going to say, like, successfully defended them?
Just
Or
defended
just
them.
defend the titles?
Yeah.
0?
Once. And it was against the 2 jobbers that were calling themselves the Brooklyn Bellas.
And that was a title match?
Yeah. They
That was
said
a
it was
title
a title
match?
match, yeah. And the joke was that, yeah, they're fighting jobbers. That was it!
And Becky...
It's been, what, 2 months?
Why wouldn't Becky and Nikki get a title shot here?
Yeah. Well, now they can.
Now...
Well, maybe.
No. Now they have to win a match where Nikki pins.
And
the
where
other.
are the Kabuki Warriors? Because ever since Paige introduced them as the Kabuki Warriors, they've disappeared.
They've disappeared.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
They've been gone for 2 weeks now. We didn't see them last week, didn't see them this week.
Maybe they're like Mixel-Flick or Beetlejuice. Like when you say their name, they disappear. You have to say their name again to get them back.
You know what
and no one said it. You know what everyone has said since then?
What?
Hey, we're the Bukkake Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
We're the Bukkake Warriors. Like, damn it, say our name.
You know what probably happened is whoever thought of this name was like, this is going to be a great name. And then Paige goes out and says, the Kabuki Warriors! To no reaction. And then Vince is like, can it? We'll never see these bitches again.
What do you mean can it? Like can the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay? And what do we do with them? Can them. What? Put them in cans. We'll let them know when we need them again.
Paige?
Vince, that's not how they work.
What about Paige? The movie just came out on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it was a colossal failure. Can her. Can her? Put her in a can.
Can we fire her yet? I just watched the video again where Maddox comes on the title. God damn it, Paige.
Until that moment, I was the only one who had done that.
Oh, jeez. So, anyways, yeah. No, so Becky got the win after hitting a rock bottom. She hit Peyton Royce with a rock bottom.
They called it the new...
Michael Cole said, Becky calls that the manhandle slam. But it wasn't. It was a rock bottom.
rock bottom.
The manhandle slam? Holy fuck.
He
That's
said
not
manhandle?
the manhandle slam.
I thought he said Manabama slam.
He said manhandle slam.
Manhandle.
Yeah.
Just call it manhandle.
That's not cool.
Take off slam. And she'd be like, oh, and she hits it with the manhandle.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I mean, whatever.
Anyway.
It's all stupid. So now she has a finisher? It's a fucking rock bottom.
Whatever.
There was no handle slam. It was a rock bottom.
You're just pissed it's not a stunner.
But no, I'm not. But it's a rock bottom. Don't call it something else. It's a rock bottom. Kevin Owens does the stunner. They call it the stunner.
Yeah.
You know?
But they don't call it the Stone Cold Stunner.
Well, no.
Well, because that's what it is. So what would you call
it the man bottom? The Becky bottom?
The man bottom. You're the man bottom.
No.
Oh.
Hey, just don't do it. Just don't do that move. I mean, just don't call it the fucking manhandle slam.
Yeah.
That's all. Just don't call it that.
Manhandled.
So Lacey Evans comes out after the match, and she's back to just doing the catwalks because she walks down the ramp, walks back.
Yep.
It's like, oh, great. Next up, we go.
That's it.
We go back to the Uso Memorial Day party, and Naomi shows up. So whichever one, she's like, you know what's funny? She kissed the wrong Us. She went and tongued him, and then he was like, oh, no, not me. And then they high-fived. But no, that didn't happen. But
It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kiss the wrong husband. He's like, don't worry. We've had sex.
They probably do that to her like every April Fool's.
Right.
They're like, got you again. She's like, get in here.
She's like balls deep on the cock. She's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Fuck it.
And then the other Us slips in behind her, and she's like,
yeah.
what? Oh, guys.
Guys. All right, let's finish this up.
So she shows up, but then so does Tamina. And then Naomi and Tamina stare at each other very serious. And then they're like, and they hug. Because they're family.
What?
They're all family.
Oh, right.
Because Naomi married into the Usos.
But,
so now
but in the ring, they would kill each other.
Yeah.
Because one's a face.
But Naomi's an Us now.
Right.
She. So, does anyone give a shit about that? About
Does anyone
Naomi
give a
and
shit
Tamina?
about any of this? Any of this?
Like, is there a history between Naomi and Tamina that we don't know about?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who the fuck would remember?
No.
So then the Revival show up, and they thank the Usos for inviting them. Usos say, we didn't invite you, but Naomi's like, I did. Y'all need to squash this beef.
And then Us was like, cunt.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
We hate these guys.
She says, y'all need to squash this beef, and then Dash Wilder holds up some beef and squashes it.
No. Stop.
Yes, that's what happened.
No.
Yes, that's what happened.
It can't be that bad.
Yeah, it's what happened.
No.
He held up like a hamburger patty.
No way.
And then he squeezed it and then dropped it.
No.
Swear to God.
That couldn't have happened.
It did.
I know.
And then, one Us shakes the Scott Dawson's hand, and it's super awkward. Again, we'll get back to that. Not that I want to. But next up, we have Ricochet versus Cesaro.
Same old Monday Night Raw.
I'm not going to play the other one because this actually was a fun match.
Okay.
But it was a rematch, so we have to do it.
Again. The fuck is she even
You got to
saying?
go back. I don't even
Kari's
remember.
saying-
I don't remember what show it was, but I'm sure some fan can find it. The first time I played it, and you and Eric died laughing. It was one of like my proudest moments on the podcast because you guys had no idea it was coming. You're just like, what the fuck was that?
What was that?
So someone's got to find that for me, please. So anyways, this was a really good match. Ricochet went for the 630, but Cesaro moved and hit him with an uppercut that sent Ricochet flying into the turnbuckle. He sold the shit out of that.
Right.
In the end, Ricochet was outside the ring, but he did a handstand on the apron, wrapped his legs around Cesaro's head. Cesaro pulled him up, but then Ricochet turned it into a Hurricane Rana pin to get the victory.
Yeah.
That was a very, very nice maneuver there.
Right.
Next up, Samoa Joe comes out. He walks to the announce table and says, I hear Rey Mysterio will be here next week to relinquish the U.S. Championship, and I'll take back what's rightfully mine. But wasn't that supposed to happen this week?
I believe so.
Because last week, they said next week. And then this week is next week. And now next week is next week.
Next week will be this week next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm confused, but so they're delaying that another week. Okay, great. Back at the Memorial Day party, the Revival and Usos are playing cornhole, and they're doing very well. They're getting it in really easily. You know why? Because they're 5 feet away.
Correct. That's not how this works.
You're supposed to be like 20 feet away for this fucking game,
Right.
and they're literally like right there. Oh!
They're like dropping it. This is easy. You just drop it in the hole.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 20 for 20. You guys, 20 for 20. All right.
Touche.
Touche.
Like, what the hell is going on?
Just drop it in my hole.
That's how it's done, yeah. Done. So next up we have The Miz versus Baron Corbin versus Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman in a fatal 4-way elimination match.
I heard this and I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Excited. I love elimination matches, as you know.
And this will determine who faces Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at Super Showdown.
Yes. Michael Cole said this a few times.
He did.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I would say right away you know who's winning this match. It's so blatantly obvious for many reasons, but let's go on. So Miz cuts a backstage promo before the match saying that he and Maurice just found out they're having another baby girl and that winning the Universal Championship will be awesome. Then, right after The Miz, Braun Strowman cuts a promo in Gorilla.
In just a few moments, you're going to witness what happens to 3 superstars when they willingly get in the ring with the monster among men. Bobby Lashley, you're going to get these hands. Miz, I just want to congratulate you on the reveal of your new child.
What? Such a nice monster, isn't he? He's literally eating his words as he talks. You're going to find out what it's like to fight me in the ring. Because I'm fighting Lashley, I'm fighting Corbin, and I'm fighting Miz. And Miz, congratulations on your new child. By the way, what is he having?
Also, his music
is a boy.
It's a girl.
Another girl?
Yeah, that's what the announcement was. But like, listen, I like how Braun's music like cuts him off.
Lashley, you're gonna get these hands. Miz, I just want to congratulate you on the reveal of your new child. Miz, I just want to congratulate you on the reveal.
Why the fuck? Is there no director at all this week? There's literally no direction. Why would they be like, hold on. When he says Miz, hit it. And Miz, bam. What the fuck? Even he's like, and Miz, congratulations. Fucking takes off running.
Maybe the director was on vacay this week, or he was like, you know what, Billy, you've been here a few months. Why don't you take the controls tonight? Okay, yeah, I think I can do it.
Yeah. And Miz, oh, shit. I'll tell you later. I'll see you in the ring, where I'm going to kick your ass.
I'm the monster among men. Hey, Miz, I can't wait to meet your baby girl and hold her in my arms. and she's gonna get these hands.
These monster among men, you're gonna get these hands. And Miz, I've got a great baby shower gift for your new daughter. It's a little blanket I crocheted myself.
Miz, your newborn daughter is gonna get these hands because I'm gonna rock her to sleep so good. You're
I'm
gonna
cuddle
see.
her.
I love little girls.
Yeah.
I love baby girls. They make me so gooey inside. But until then, I'm gonna murder you.
Wow. The nicest monster ever.
Such a nice monster.
So anyways, for the match,
Yeah.
Corbin and Miz end up outside the ring early on, so we have Braun and Lashley fighting in the ring, and Cole says, oh, this is the preview of their match at Super Showdown. So just cancel them out right there. We know they're not winning. They already have a match scheduled at Super Showdown.
This is for the title shot at Super Showdown.
Yeah.
And they're literally telling us, well, these two are fighting at Super Showdown.
Right.
How can they do that?
Braun should have won, and Braun should have won. He was like,
You know what? I already have a match scheduled with Bobby Lashley, and that one's really important to me. So, Miz, congratulations on your new child. You got the title shot. I love you, brother.
Right.
I tried to murder you a year ago. You tried to murder me. You put me in a dumpster.
Right.
And then closed the dumpster.
Yeah.
And then thought I was dead.
Right.
And then I came back from the dead and then killed you.
I came back from the dead, Miz, to wish you a happy baby shower with your baby. That's the worst.
so we know Braun and Lashley
Why
aren't
the
winning.
fuck would he bring that up? Why would he mention anything about Miz? Why would he care?
I don't know.
Why would he care?
I don't know.
This makes no sense for his character, for any
No.
storylines.
No.
Nothing. Nothing at all. You're literally about to fight him.
I don't know what Vince
don't
is
get
thinking. Like, well, he's angry there. We have to make sure people know he's a babyface. So have him say something nice about Mrs. Baby. I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And we know they're not. We know Braun and Lashley can't win. And then we know it's not going to be the Miz. You know it's not going to be Miz versus Seth. Babyface Miz, who sucks ass. Babyface Miz is the fucking worst. He's the worst.
Well,
you need to change that back right now.
It wouldn't make any sense for him to fight for the Universal title.
Right. So you know it's going to be Corbin. This entire time you know it's going to be Corbin.
For sure.
Get three. There's not three other guys?
I know.
You have McIntyre? Oh, right. He's Shane's bitch. Sorry. So Corbin and Lashley decide to team up against Miz and Braun during the match. However, Strowman and Lashley fight through the crowd, and then we never see them again. They're gone. And then Corbin hits Miz with the End of Days. End of Days, if you're listening, Eric. And they announce Corbin as the winner. Elimination match?
That's it.
Elimination match?
There was one elimination.
They couldn't have counted them out.
No, Braun and Lashley were counted out.
No, they weren't.
They were.
No.
They were eliminated
How?
by walking away.
If you leave the arena, you forfeit the match.
This was dumb. Obviously, it wasn't an elimination match, and they're just not on the same page. And I don't know who's directing this shit.
Okay, so they're like, okay, let's do an elimination match, and then Vince is like, well, we can't have Strowman pinned. What are we gonna do? Why don't we just not make it an elimination match?
Vin, why can't we have Strowman pinned?
Because he's a monster.
Let's see. I'm looking at the list of most losses of all time. At the top is Big Show. He was bigger than Braun. Oh my God. Yeah.
Back at the Memorial Day party.
Yeah.
Wait, this is still happening? Yeah, okay. Right. I'm sorry. We didn't go back. The Usos and Revival, they're still playing cornhole. One Uso tosses the bag, but Scott Dawson blocks it, and they all yell at each other. R-Truth then shows up to tell everyone R-Truth is not here.
He's got issues.
That's what he says.
Right.
He shows up, he's like, hey, R-Truth ain't here.
Right.
And then Kalisto tries to pin him, but he kicks out. Same with Carl Anderson. And then all the jobbers show up, and a brawl breaks out while Truth and Carmella run away. How fun.
Yay.
Worst Memorial Day party ever.
Worst.
Next up, we have episode 6 of Firefly Funhouse.
Appreciate you keeping track of these.
I wish we went back because I remember when the first one happened, I was like, over under how many? of these are we going to have?
Until he debuts, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was around this number or something.
I think it was.
So Abby the Witch is upset and tells Bray, I don't want to be stuck in this limbo anymore. So Bray plays limbo with a couple of kids, and he does his upside down crab crawl, that's cheating. Can't do that in limbo.
No.
What the fuck? What is that?
The fuck, Bray?
I mean,
you don't know how to limbo? The rules?
You can't put all 4 limbs on the fucking ground. That's not how limbo works.
No.
That was the most upsetting thing. And then they put random images of the scary mask. It flashes on the screen multiple times, and that's it. At least the first 4 episodes was like leading to something. The reveal of his new look.
Right.
And now, since they've done the reveal of his new look, they've done nothing.
Right. He put on a paper plate version.
Yeah.
And held it up to his face.
Once you reveal the look, you kind of have to go somewhere else with it now.
Like a match?
Right. Like show up to the, actually show up.
Right.
Like come out.
Yeah.
Enough of this. It's
like,
awful.
It's going to debut eventually. And all that work was basically for probably a kick out, spear, pin, repeat.
Probably.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Wild cards. No, like they should do a Firefly Funhouse in the ring.
Right.
And have like puppet guys,
Sure.
or something.
Whatever.
You just got to take a next step.
Right.
You got to do something else. It's old.
Yeah.
But this is WWE.
Yeah.
You keep doing it until we hate it.
Again.
So next up we have Corey Graves' new talk show, The Electric Chair.
I don't know.
His first guest is Sami Zayn.
And he murders him.
And he sits in an electric chair in the ring.
He's crazy.
He doesn't strap in or anything. Isn't that the fucking point?
I don't get
the electric chair, so that you strap them in so that they can't leave?
But I mean, first of all, yes, that would be a fun little gimmick to the talk show. I got to tie you down so you can't leave. You have to answer these hard-hitting questions.
Right. And then, no, he just sits there. No. What do you need an electric chair for?
But what's the point of the electric? Like, what does that have to do with Corey Graves?
Corey Graves is, cool, man.
Fucking electric, bro.
And electric chairs are cool, man.
Yeah. So much static electricity in me.
So Corey says Sami will take questions from the WWE Universe. Because this went so well last time they did it. Remember with the Alexa Bliss taking questions from the crowd? And how terrible that was?
Awful. They go back to it with Sami Zayn.
So the first fan asks Sami, when is your retirement date? Sami responds with a question of his own asking, are your mother and father related?
And that was an interesting question because, in fact, we found out they were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You could see it.
Family.
See it in his face.
Yeah.
Next, a little girl asked Sami, do you miss the ginger snaps from Mixed Match Challenge? And that was the team of Becky and himself.
Sure.
Had to look that up.
Yep.
Sami says, I imagine everyone did. Who the fuck watches Mixed Match Challenge?
Nobody.
The only parts I watched was when Braun and Alexa almost fucked.
Right. That was the best.
So Sami says, are you asking me about Becky Lynch? And the girl says, duh. And Sami, which she was the best one.
For sure.
Out of all of them, the little girl was the best one.
Not even close.
Because she... So Sami says, where are your parents? They've done a terrible job. Your kid has no manners. Then the girl tries to grab the mic to respond, but Kayla Braxton yanks it away from her.
Seriously.
It was fucking hilarious. Like, no, you're done talking.
Yeah.
Sami then says...
I'm surprised we didn't see like a, give me that microphone. And then like quietly like, get the fuck out of here. Jesus.
What the fuck are you doing?
The fuck are you doing?
So Sami then says, are you asking me about Becky Lynch or Seth Rollins? And then he winks. And then the next fan asks Sami, how does it feel when Braun Strowman destroys you? So Sami says, I'd like to walk over there and punch you in the face. But if I did, you'd just sue me because that's what Americans do. And then here's audio from the next fan's question. Take a listen. And then really more importantly, take a listen to Sami's response.
Thomas, what's your question for Sami?
Get him, Thomas! Go on, Thomas. It's okay. I'm not going to punch you in the face like I might do to that idiot over there.
Why have you not won the Universal Champion yet, ever since you've been back?
Look, man,
Look, man, what the fuck did you say?
Why have you not won the Universal Champion yet?
That was better than he did.
They didn't have it.
I love the two guys at the beginning. Get him, Thomas.
Come on,
What's your
Thomas.
question for Sammy?
Get him, Thomas! Go on, Thomas, it's okay. I'm not going to punch you in the
Has
face
to be
like I
his
might do to
family.
that idiot over there.
He sounded like
Why have you not won the Universal Champion yet? Ever since you've been back.
Look, man, you guys really got to step it up. You could ask me anything. You ask me about these dumb questions about the Universal title. I could win the Universal title anytime I want. I'm not that interested right now. I'd much rather hold all of you accountable for your crap, quite frankly. You could ask me anything. You could have asked me about AEW.
Whoa. Say what? So what's that about?
I don't know. Why would we
Already
ask him about
acknowledging AEW?
You think Sammy just improvised that?
No way. I mean, we'll get to that in rumors, but I don't think so.
Okay.
You'd be in a whole mess of trouble if he did.
Right.
You know?
You'd have to think.
Yeah. So Corey then asked Sammy.
They own it. They own it.
What?
They own it for sure. You laugh. All signs point to that.
They own it? So the
WWE
cons are just pretending to own it?
No, like it's a joint venture.
Oh. You're like Vince Russo now. Vince Russo's thinking the same thing.
I'm all
Or
signs.
he thinks they're in bed together.
They give this huge send off to Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
And he shows up a week later. And they're talking about it. And look, if you're WWE, you don't even mention it. And they've talked about it a lot. This pissant company. They invite Billy Gunn to the Hall of Fame when he's literally working for the enemy. There's just a lot of signs.
My argument would be they're mentioning AEW just to get AEW fans to watch like WWE. Like, hey, they're taking shots at AEW. Oh, really? Got to check that out.
But they're
because they did this.
Everyone knows WWE exists. Like, if you're an AEW fan, you're like, I'm not going to watch Raw. You're not watching Raw just because they're talking about AEW. You're like making a stand for not watching Raw.
They're trying anything.
But if you're a pro wrestling fan, you can't not watch WWE.
Well, in the Monday Night Wars,
they don't have enough programming.
In the Monday Night Wars, they constantly mentioned each other.
Right.
So.
Right. But they were like in legal battles. It was nuts.
Yeah.
And they were like going toe to toe. They had the biggest name in all of sports entertainment.
Right. Yep.
And they kept getting like both had star power.
Yeah.
And they had ratings wars. And yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the fake Diesel and fake Razor are just so fucking
that's
retarded.
The worst.
We own that. Okay. You won in court. Now what?
It's the gimmick that's great.
We're gonna send Glenn, get over here.
It's the gimmick that's great, not them.
Yeah.
Sir?
Did they try to use those gimmicks in WCW?
No, not the names, no.
I think they tried to use the bad guy, and that's what started this whole thing.
I don't think so.
Because why else would they go to court?
No, he was like big sexy.
But they went to court. They battled and they went to court over this. And when WWE won the rights to those characters, they started using them again. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Just weird.
Right.
It's so embarrassing.
So, anyways, Corey asked Sammy what would happen if you had a Universal Championship match against Seth Rollins. But before he can answer, Seth comes out to the ring, very pissed off. So Sammy leaves the ring. Seth throws the electric chair out, and it breaks. Hopefully, it's unrepairable.
It's broken forever.
It's unrepairable.
The damage is too extensive.
So for the main event of Raw, we have Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn. They show us Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in their locker room, but it doesn't seem like they're even watching this match. Why are they here?
Yeah.
So Seth tweaked his knee early on, and he sold it very well for the rest of the match. In the end, he hit the curb stomp, but fell down because, ow, my knee. Seth then got up and yelled, "This is my life." He hit another curb stomp on Sammy and pinned him for the win.
Yeah.
That's how Raw ends. At least it ended with a good fucking match.
Right, for sure. These two guys are good.
But out of the 3 hours, I think that's it.
That was it.
It was that match. It was the only good part.
Maybe Ricochet, Cesaro.
There you go.
And,
Two things.
Yeah.
But you can't sell me on a third. You
And
just
Brock
can't.
going, wait. I get a year?
Yeah.
You dumb idiot. Yep, you sure do.
So SmackDown starts with Kevin Owens versus Kofi Kingston. Before the match, Owens denies attacking Big E last week, saying, "I would never do something like that." Okay. As for the match goes...
Oh, is that a little tease to Big E doing it to himself and maybe turning on Kofi?
I don't know. He sounded pretty guilty when he said all this.
Glass jaw.
He was like, Biggie was probably tweeting too much or, whatever.
Right.
So KO hit Kofi with a frog splash outside the ring.
That was amazing.
And then inside the ring,
Ouch.
Kofi kicks out.
Yeah.
Owens later hit a senton bomb that Kofi kicked out of as well.
Yep.
And in the end, Trouble in Paradise for the win.
One little half-hit Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah.
For the win.
Yeah.
Poor Kevin Owens.
I mean, at least they're booking their champion strong for once.
Right.
Because, like, Seth and Kofi are winning every match.
They are. Like clean wins, right?
Yeah.
Over everybody.
So at least they're booking their champs strong.
But again, non-title matchups over and over and over and
Yeah.
over and over.
Well, yeah.
That's all they do.
That's it.
That's all they do.
Yeah. Backstage, R-Truth and Carmella show up and hide in a room. And then Drake Maverick appears and he's putting posters on the walls again. So there you go. And by the way, why did he even show up to Raw?
Right.
When he's
I
on
don't know.
SmackDown.
Yep.
Why the fuck do you even show up to Raw?
Right.
You have to at least state if you're the 24-hour champion, you have to be on both shows. But they didn't say that.
They didn't.
So that's not a
So
rule.
we just have to assume it.
Yeah. If you want to give them an out.
Right.
Which I won't.
But you won't.
So next up, Kayla Braxton interviews Daniel Bryan in the ring with Eric Rowan, of all people, cracking jokes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Poo-poo.
The SmackDown Tag Team Division.
The SmackDown Tag Team Division who?
Exactly.
Do you get it?
This will be our final transmission. It's been a fun ride, everyone. But Andrew and I cannot continue to watch this rubbish anymore. We're dying inside.
When is AEW starting?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to What's Right with AEW. I'm Andrew Pizzano, along with my brother Joe Pizzano.
Welcome to the Super Happy Fun Podcast. Jericho's champ, Ambrose and Omega just had a great match.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, that's the podcast. We'll see it at the NXT podcast, which is still going on strong. Oh, my God. It was bad. Yeah, I was all I could think of is knock, knock. Boo, boo. Boo, boo. Poo poo who?
Pee pee.
You said poo poo. Pee pee.
My God. So that was lame, but at least Daniel Bryan was funny.
Well, all these fat, ignorant humans were stuffing their faces with things that they call hot dogs. They didn't realize that was a hyper-intelligent pig named Wiggles. While they were shoving hamburgers in their mouths, they didn't realize that was a nurturing cow named Wilbur.
Wilbur.
Wasn't Wilbur the pig?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. It's hilarious that Vince made two people that care about the environment bad guys.
Right.
That are trying to get everyone to eat healthier.
But it's true. If someone did that in front of you, you'd be like, get the fuck away from me.
Fuck away from me.
You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
People that are too preachy.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
So Daniel also makes, talks shit about Oklahoma. And he says, because of their deep oil well drilling, Oklahoma has infinitely more earthquakes than they've ever had because of all the oil drilling,
almost
which is
too
funny.
real.
It's true. I looked it up. Oklahoma has more earthquakes than anyone.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
Because they're hammering the fucking ground all the time. So Mother Nature's like, stop
Fuck
it.
you!
Yeah.
One day she's going to have enough.
Yeah.
We're all fucked. It's like George Carlin used to say, the planet is going to be fine. The people are fucked.
Yeah. The
Difference.
people are fucked.
We're going away. Pack your shit, folks. We're going away. And we won't leave much of a trace.
We won't.
Just plastic. That's
What
it.
do they say? Dinosaurs around for like millions of years.
Yeah.
We've been here a couple thousand. Right. Not very long. Maybe 10,000 if you
10,000,
trace it
something
back.
like that.
It's like we're a blip on Earth's radar.
Yeah.
And we're going away.
We're going away.
I've been saying this forever. I don't necessarily know it's going to be this generation or even our grandkids. But in the next 200 years, there's just too many signs. Yeah. There's hurricanes every day. Yeah. There's tornadoes. There's tidal waves. There's earthquakes. Right. This wasn't this way when I was a kid. So already in 40 years, the Earth is changing very rapidly.
The whole climate change thing is they think like in 20 to 30 years, it's going to be unbearably hot.
Right.
That you can't even go outside.
Right.
That's scary.
That's pretty scary.
That's really scary.
Or just the glaciers are melting and we're all going to be underwater.
They fucking are.
And the big one. They've talked about the big one since I was a kid, before all of this climate change stuff's going on. So, like, someday, Los Angeles will be no more.
Yeah.
That's how big of an earth. They're literally sitting on the worst, like, fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The San Andreas is, like, just literally, like, a ticking time bomb.
Well, yeah, there's a
that they
documentary
stop.
about that starring The Rock.
Starring The Rock?
Terrible movie.
Yeah, and everyone dies in it.
Everyone dies. Except for The Rock and his family.
Right.
Everyone else dies.
Even though they were hit the hardest.
Yes. Yeah. So Daniel says that he and Rowan are the Planet's tag team champions. Caleb Braxton says, well, there is another team that wants to challenge you. And out comes Heavy Machinery.
And they treat it like this is the first we've ever seen them.
Yeah.
Well, this is Otis and
it's been a while.
I know,
so
but
you don't remember their names.
Otis and
Tucker.
Tucker, right.
Yeah.
They are called Heavy Machinery. They say all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, we've never seen them before.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, just in case our listeners forgot, these are, Tucker and Otis. So Tucker says, as much as we love to have fun, it's time to get down to business. And Otis says, that business are those tag team championships, that's it. Yeah. And he starts like shaking uncontrollably. And Daniel accepts their challenge, but says it won't be.
Humping the air.
Yeah. Daniel says, we accept your challenge, but it won't be here in this fracking state of Oklahoma. Nice. And then they leave. Yeah. So, whatever. They're not going to fucking beat them.
So, at the pre-show of Saudi Mania?
Yeah. Next up, we have Mandy versus Carmella. Mandy gets a roll-up win with an assist from Sonya, who distracted Carmella by getting on the apron and showing her the Hers Muscle and Fitness magazine that Mandy is on the cover of.
She's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then the year's done.
That's it. Roll up. And it was like a fuck you roll up. Like Mandy looked like she was fucking her.
Those are the best.
They were crotch to crotch. Yeah.
Those are the best.
Backstage, Jinder Mahal attacks R-Truth. Hey, Jinder.
Hey. He tried to do this last week, I think, or the week before.
Did he? I don't know.
He did. He found.
So he attacked R-Truth, but Truth gets away and hides in a photo booth while random jobbers run by. These random jobbers include Matt Hardy.
I know. He was part of it like last week, too.
Yeah.
He's just the trailing guy in the line.
Right.
This is all we have.
Matt Hardy's very talented. He's a fucking future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And he just wants that 24/7 title.
Yes.
So badly.
Yes.
So Truth gets out of the photo booth, but he bumps into Drake Maverick and the papers fly everywhere and they're both like, oh, I'm sorry. And then they realize who they're looking at and then Truth runs away and Maverick chases him. We'll get back to that. Yeah. Next up, we have another Aleister Black video promo. He's all alone in the dark. He says I've been patiently waiting for somebody to pick a fight with me.
Well, where are you?
Then go to the ring, asshole.
Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, no one can find you.
Just give us your location in the promo.
Yeah.
I'm at my studio apartment in California.
I'm in the boiler room. So next up, we have Shane McMahon Appreciation Night. Who knew this was a thing?
It's not, and it was so shitty.
And we have Drew McIntyre and Elias. Shane throws to a video package of himself, and we just see him doing all the crazy stunts that he's done over the years. It's like, okay, yeah, you're appreciated.
Right.
This was a cool video package.
Yeah.
Why not make it like a douchey video package?
Right.
If you're trying to be a douche.
Yeah.
It's like, no, look, he's awesome. It's like, yeah, why doesn't he do more of that? Yeah. So Shane says at Super Showdown, I'm
50.
I'm gonna beat some respect in the Roman Reigns. And then Elias is like, hey, I wrote a song for you, Shane. And Shane's like, okay, sure, let's hear it, you schmuck. And he starts singing it, but then R-Truth shows up in the ring along with Drake Maverick and a ref. Truth realizes, it's only Maverick, so he hits him with one move and pins him to retain the 24/7 title.
Someone actually had a match.
Yes.
For the 24/7 title.
Right.
And retained.
And retains, yeah.
Oh, boy.
So then Shane gets upset because Truth ruined his thing.
Yep.
And Shane, McIntyre, and Elias attack Truth from behind. McIntyre hits Truth with the Claymore kick. And then Elias pins him to become the new 24/7 champion.
Yeah.
His first title in
And Drew's
WWE.
even looking at him like, that pissant thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be caught dead with that
exactly. Title. Well, you're out of the stable.
Right.
We can't have that title in the stable.
Yeah, exactly.
But we have no titles. We could use some. Yeah, but not that one.
Not that one.
So Shane then says the main event, he's like, I got a bright idea. I want to torture Roman Reigns. I hate him so much. I'm going to torture him so bad. I'm going to put him in a tag team match. Wow. Wow, Shane, you really did it, man.
You did it.
You're really torturing him.
Right.
So he says the main event of SmackDown will be Elias and McIntyre against Roman Reigns and R-Truth. Oh, how's Roman Reigns going to do this?
R-Truth was just beat up.
Yeah.
Does he have to fight right now?
In a little bit.
He'll be right. And he was.
Yeah. And then Shane says the 24/7 title, which is defended 24/7.
24/7.
In case you don't know what 24/7 means.
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Which is all the hours in the day.
All the hours.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Which is all the days in a week.
The only point of this title,
Yeah.
the only rule,
Yeah.
the only meaning of the title
Yeah.
is it must be defended
Yeah.
24/7,
Right.
regardless of anything else you're doing.
Right.
You're in a tag team match.
Yep.
You're backstage.
Yep.
You're at home cooking dinner. Whatever, you have to defend it.
Yeah.
So what did he say?
It's suspended until after the main event match.
The reason this really upset me
Yeah.
is because this was a great opportunity to actually have a fun thing happening around what's going to be a horribly boring match.
Right.
Let me give you, again, Elias.
Uh-huh.
Can he wrestle?
Sure.
Not
He's
really, though.
not
okay.
great. No.
Roman,
Yeah. No.
5
not
moves
great.
of doom.
Yeah.
Drew can wrestle a little bit, but he's
Yes.
a big guy. He's not going to do flippy-de-doos, right?
Right.
You're going to be a lot of punches and stuff. And R-Truth, who for his age is good,
Yeah.
but he's never been known as like a top
But
performer.
you've never gone, oh, can't wait for that R-Truth match.
Correct. So you have a match where you could be like, man, guys like Drake Maverick could be like tugging on like Elias's boot.
Right.
And like he's got to kick him away, or Drew's got to be fighting them off
Yeah.
during the match. And you don't have to send 1,000 of them. Send like 2 or 3 during the match
Yeah.
just to show because it's still a thing.
Right.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Or have a match outside the ring. They throw Elias out of the ring, and then Drake Maverick comes along and tries to pin him with another ref.
Yeah.
Would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I've been like, holy fuck, this is great.
Yeah, but we can't do that.
No, we're going to suspend it.
You know why?
Yeah, because Roman has to win. Yeah. And apparently he can't pin Drew McIntyre, even though he's totally pinned Drew McIntyre.
Roman has to get a pinfall victory on Elias, which he's already gotten twice.
Right.
You could have had this happen. You could have just had R-Truth pin Elias
For sure.
to win the match and win the 24/7 title.
Retain.
But no,
Or
Roman
win it, yeah.
Roman needs a pin.
Right.
He needs to pin Elias.
That would have been another cool thing to do. Just don't even talk about it. And the minute R-Truth, even Roman spears
Elias
and looks at him and goes, oh, this is your title. You're cool.
He goes for the pin.
I don't want this fucking title.
1, 2. Ew, no! Truth, go get your shitty title back.
Right.
So yeah, we'll get back to that. But next up, we go backstage where we see Charlotte and Lacey Evans having tea time together. But Charlotte and Becky do that.
Yeah, whatever.
And they're just talking shit about Becky and Bayley. And then we have Bayley versus Lacey Evans with Charlotte on commentary.
Yes.
Charlotte taunts Bayley, so Bayley punches her and runs back into the ring. Charlotte tries to get in, but the ref stops her. Lacey rolls up Bayley, but the ref is distracted by Charlotte. And then Bayley rolls up Lacey to get the win.
A lot of fruit roll-ups.
After the match, Lacey attacks Charlotte, knocking her out of her heels. And then Charlotte hits Lacey with a big boot.
Big foot.
Yeah. And then the referees separate them.
I hated that ending. I thought Lacey and Charlotte were forming this amazing duo. These 2 tall blondes.
Yeah.
And they were going to win the titles together or something.
No.
They've just already ended that. And they're still 2 heels. So what was the point of them attacking each other?
I don't know.
Fuck, that was dumb. That was really stupid. You actually have something, like, what do you need? You need tag teams in the women's division, right?
Yeah.
And Charlotte can't hold the main title all the time. And she doesn't currently have it. This would have been a perfect opportunity to give the titles to, like, someone that could actually be dominant.
She'll have the title again soon enough.
I know, but I just thought for sure they would have. And then she can hold both. Who cares? The Iconics, who can't even win a match, but they're the champs.
Yeah.
It's just so many missed opportunities. This was the week of missed opportunities that
Well,
are staring you in the fucking face.
They might have screwed up this week, but next week, The Undertaker returns to Raw. Isn't that crazy? He's gonna talk about Goldberg.
Is Goldberg coming too?
They didn't say that. No. He's already in Saudi.
He's
fucking like 10 bitches.
I want my 40 virgins.
So next week we're gonna get an Undertaker promo where he's gonna be like, "The souls. I've dug so many holes and filled so many holes, and I've got one more hole to fill, and that's Goldberg.
Not since the Holocaust.
I'm tired.
Have I killed so many souls of Jews? And Goldberg's next.
Rest in blood." Oh, God. Yeah. All right, next up, Sarah Schreiber interviews Andrade and Zelina Vega backstage. Zelina Vega is Andrade's manager.
Yes.
What does she call herself? Business associate?
Yes.
That's what she calls herself. Mm-hmm. She talks for him.
Right.
She did not talk at all.
No.
In this segment.
They let him talk.
He talked.
And again, like one of our fans said,
yeah,
he sounds like me doing an impression of him.
No, I don't even know what he said.
Doing an impression of me.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, is it getting worse?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
He's like, "Balor, find your inner demon for our match at the Showdown of Super."
The
it's
best.
like, what? And where's Balor?
He's like
He's
tough
on
Nacho
vacation.
Libre. He's like a tough Nacho Libre.
Right.
The children's are the best.
Right.
Finn Balor's.
Yeah. So next up, we have the main event. Roman and Truth versus Elias and Drew, and Shane's ringside. Roman hits the spear on Elias for the win.
That's it.
He hits Elias with another spear after the match, and Truth pins him to win back the 24/7 title. Good night. Go take a shit. Because it was a shit show.
Shit show.
What
rating did we give it? 3 shits and a huh? Yeah.
I mean, Raw was better just because SmackDown sucked so much.
It was better by default, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But
usually SmackDown
they have
is
an extra
'cause-
hour to fit in a couple of decent matches. Yeah. SmackDown doesn't have that.
Oh.
It was bad.
What's the point of this 24/7 title if one guy's just going to fucking hold it? And R-Truth of all people.
Yeah, for weeks now. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 full weeks.
Yeah.
I want to go to YouTube and see that the fucking Drake Maverick pinned him like by running him over with a car or something. And then someone pinned him at a Denny's. Like, this is what the point is.
Right.
To create social media for them.
Yeah.
Because they're not.
No.
They're not.
He's not Crash Holly.
This could be the Instagram title, for God's sake.
Like, Crash Holly held it for a while, but it was entertaining.
Right.
This is not.
Right.
Like, Crash Holly was getting attacked in his hotel room. You know, divas are trying to give him massages. It was fun.
Yeah.
This is just like, they're always in a fucking ring.
Right.
Ugh. It sucks. It sucks! Do you like pops? Do you like wrestling pops? Do you like autographed wrestling pops? Well, then you got to check out darkparlororiginals.com because right now they're selling autographed Funko Pops from Randy Orton and Charlotte Flair. This place is legit, guys. Trust me. Eric has a signed Alexa Bliss Pop. You know where he got that from? darkparlororiginals.com. And that's not all, because starting this Friday, May 31st at 1 p.m. Eastern, they're having a pre-sale for the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Bret Hart autographed pops. That's right. You can now have the Hitman's signed pop in your possession. And you better hurry up, guys, because there's only a limited number of them, and they're not going to last long. I'm sure Eric's on there right now getting all 3 of them. So get Orton, Charlotte while you can, and then set your alarms for Friday for the Bret Hart presale starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. Again, that's darkparlororiginals.com, and you can also follow them on Instagram at darkparlororiginals. Check it out. All right, it's time for awards, but we have a special guest with us this week.
What?
Because this gentleman pledged $50 on Patreon, which means you get to do awards with us.
Ding, 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 ding.
You want to come on and do awards with us? $50.
Boom.
On Patreon.
So what's up, Trent?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, man? This is Trent Chappelle. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, y'all pronounced it right. It's not Chapel. Y'all actually, you know, I was so happy when y'all did the Patreon reads and I heard Chappelle. I was like, yes.
Yeah,
That's
we
what I'm
were
talking
big
about.
fans of the Chappelle show back in the day.
Yeah, man. Were you a writer on there, or?
Oh, I wish.
So how is sunny and warm Alaska?
Well, we got, you know, spring for about 2 weeks, and now summer's coming around, and it's, you know, sunny and 60, so it's
All right.
it's nice. I used to live in Florida, so it's been a big change for me.
That is
but I
a
love
huge
it out
change.
here.
My God.
Did you vote for Sarah Palin?
No, I didn't. I don't know. She kind of terrifies me. I think she just like eats moose and just kind of runs around Alaska.
Is she still a big name up there and like involved in everything?
I honestly don't really keep up with it.
Okay.
Good for you.
So,
Good for you.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
I
funny.
barely can keep up with wrestling, so
right.
let alone politics.
What if she's just like running wild over there?
Running wild on you.
You just like at a supermarket, she shows up.
What
like,
you gonna do, everyone? when Sarah Palin runs wild on you.
oh no, what have we done?
Hockey man.
Yeah. All right, so you ready to do some awards?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get started. So, Joe, you'll
Yes.
go first. Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I had Charlotte Flair in her pink little pantsuit she was wearing. Not like that at all.
Oh, that was Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Oh, I thought that was Hillary. Okay.
Hillary
Hillary
Clinton.
Clinton, yeah. I had Roman's cousin. You know,
wearing
he's
the
like,
big
oh, I'm wearing
dog
my
shirt.
brother's shirt.
Yeah.
Cool. Or your cousin's.
Yeah.
Who'd you have, Trent?
I had Charlotte as well. It's kind of, I don't
Kinda
know,
god-awful.
it's just goofy every time she's in, like, non-ring attire, if
Right.
I'm being honest, most of the time.
Sometimes when she wears like jeans and just a shirt, she looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's
this
true.
was weird. It was bright pink. It was like out of the 80s. Ugh.
Yeah, those colors don't look good on TV when it's so bright. Best dressed?
I had Alexa. Wait a minute.
She wasn't on the show.
She wasn't on the show. So who wins the Alexa Bliss Award this week? I know who wins. Lacey Evans. I loved her ring attire.
Okay.
She's so hot.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Sorry.
Down boy. I had Peyton Royce.
Looked great.
Yeah. Trent?
I had Peyton as well. I thought the, like, the kind of electric purple with the white really looked cool.
Yeah. She's a hottie. Worst acting?
I had Sammy, but it wasn't his fault. It was just the bad audience members.
Right.
So
I had Thomas.
yeah, right. Exactly.
That was the fan who asked Sammy.
Go Thomas.
Sammy the last question.
Yeah.
What did?
He wasn't acting.
When
so I
did
couldn't
you?
give him the award?
Why didn't you win the
He
champion?
was just being himself.
Yeah. Trent, who'd you have?
I had Sammy too, and like, yeah, the guest comments sucked, and I was kind of curious, like, because I don't think has Sammy won a match since he's been back. I thought he was gonna address that maybe. I was kind of thinking
Right.
back, I was like, I don't.
He had
I
the
don't
Finn
know if he's
Balor
won it.
match, the Raw after WrestleMania.
He has not won a match.
He lost that.
He has not.
Wow.
Okay,
We haven't
so-
seen
yeah.
the haluva kick for the win. We haven't.
No.
I don't even think we've seen a
He
haluva
lost to
kick.
Braun. He lost to Seth.
No, I'm sorry. We said this last week. He beat Braun with the help of McIntyre and
Well,
Corbin.
yeah, I mean,
that was
technically.
it. That's a win, but that
Yes.
was it.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I guess that's a win, but just to me, I thought he was just gonna like put him on blast right there, like, yo, you haven't really won a match since you've been back, but
Right.
he's like,
Seriously.
You ever
he's
gonna
talking about
actually win
title
anything?
shots already. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, best acting.
I had Kevin Owens just during the match, the stuff he was yelling, his acting while he was wrestling.
Yeah.
He was fantastic.
I had Daniel Bryan. He saved that segment.
Yeah.
Especially because of the horrible joke that Eric Rowan made, which was my worst comment.
Right.
I'll just say that already. But
Yep.
Daniel Bryan saved that segment because he was pretty funny. Trent, what about you?
I had Bray Wyatt. I hope they don't keep the Firefly Funhouse thing going too long, but I thought he does really good.
It's funny how they show it on Raw, then they show the same exact thing on SmackDown. Like, we watched it already.
Well,
Show
yeah,
a
I mean,
different one or don't show it again. I don't understand that.
Yeah, is
Same exact thing.
is he a free
It's
agent?
the wild card. You know?
Yeah, wild card
So
rule.
it's really, honestly, not to side note that, but like, that's kind of been frustrating because don't get me wrong, it's a cool concept. But whenever I'm watching like Raw and I see the same people, basically the past 2 weeks now, and that's just like, okay, like
same people.
where's Buddy Murphy? Where are all these other superstars
Sure.
you have? And,
Right.
you know, so,
God. It's the same wild cards every week.
Yeah,
It's the same people.
pretty much.
And it's the same 6 people that are breaking the wild cards when it's supposed to be 4. But whatever.
Yeah.
Worst comments?
I had Fatal 4 elimination bout. Because it wasn't.
That wasn't, yeah. And again, I had Eric Rowan's joke. What about you, Trent?
I had the dude, or not the dude, but the Thomas guy who was like, "What about
Yeah, for sure.
the Intercontinental title?" I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, well,
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Words.
Right. Best comment?
I had Brock Lesnar. I got a year?
Yeah.
That was great.
I had Sami Zayn just saying AEW. Trent?
I had Daniel Bryan with the WWE Tag Team division is a joke.
Because he's right.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? I mean, I hope they sound clip that because I was just kind of like, he's not wrong.
He could have said Raw as well.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah.
The entire main roster.
WWE is a joke.
Worst match?
He's probably pissed he resigned, huh?
Yeah.
The SmackDown main event.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
God, that was bad.
I had Shane and Roman's cousin, but that's a good one. Trent? I wrote that before the match.
Yeah, I had the Shane and Roman's cousin thing too, just because like you see it coming a mile away, and I'm just like, what is happening?
Right.
Yep.
And it went on so long. Super slow-mo?
I had Mandy and Carmella.
That is correct.
Trent.
Same.
So what do we say?
Sweep it.
There it is. I love it. Great job.
Nice. Best match?
For me, I had Kofi and KO. I didn't mean to cut you off right there. Sorry.
No, that's fine. You know what's funny is that I had put Ricochet and Cesaro, but I think I enjoyed the Kofi Kevin Owens match more because of all the stuff they did.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with that.
I had Seth and Sammy. I really liked how Seth sold. He actually sold his knee the whole match, which most people don't do.
Yeah.
And he found a way to win despite his injured knee, so I like that. Like, he did a frog splash and he was on the top rope and he didn't even like put his left leg down on the top rope because of the knee, so I like that.
Yep.
What about worst move?
I had Lacey attacking Charlotte, her hitting her. So again, I thought that was retarded. I thought they should stay together longer.
I had I'll take Charlotte's big foot because like she didn't have any shoes on. It's like I'm just gonna hit you with a big boot with my foot.
Yeah.
Trent?
I had Lacey hitting Charlotte and all that. I just thought like it. I don't know. I just kind of like,
why are they fighting?
It didn't make sense to me, but because Lacey didn't have that many people in her corner at the moment, so
right.
Yeah. All right, best move. I had Ricochet's Hurricane Rana, like the whole thing where he did the handstand, got on Cesaro, and then turned it into a pin.
I had Owens frog splash onto the floor.
Yeah, that was great.
That was like stiff.
That was great. It was you can't fake that.
No.
Like that
There's nothing
hurts.
to fall on.
Like, hey, I'm going to do it. It's going to hurt.
Kofi's like,
all right. Yeah. Trent?
I had Seth's frog splash. I liked it. He did it 2 times, so I thought that was cool. And then like the whole going on after the knee tweak too. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
Because it does make it nice. Not nice that he got injured or tweaked his knee, but it kind of gets old when people wrestle and it almost looks like they're like it's so like choreographed or like they're dancing almost. And it's just frustrating.
We talked
and
about
same
that
thing
recently.
with I liked you were talking about Kevin Owens. And he's sitting there doing the promo, and Kofi comes out, and he gets mad, and he like tries to throw the microphone, but he like fumbles it, and I was like, that he didn't mean for that to happen, but it made it look even more real. Like when you get like really mad, and you're like, and you just like do something.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny. Worst moments?
The Brock party.
Brock party?
Yeah.
God, that was so bad. That was bad. I think I hated the whole Memorial Day party. There was like 5 segments, and they kept going back
too many
to the Memorial Day party. Well, what's the Brock party specifically?
Well, the moment where he comes out with a boombox as a Money in the Bank case.
Okay, then I'll go with them playing cornhole.
Okay, fine. From 3 feet away.
Yeah, from 3 feet away.
Yeah.
Trent, what about you?
I definitely have to go with the Brock. Granted, though, I did get a good laugh out of it initially, but then he just kind of dragged it on. And then, however, though, Paul Heyman with the greatest air guitar solo of all time in the corner. That was funny. That made me laugh too.
That reminded me of when the New Day, rocked out to Seth's music the night after the Raw after Mania.
Yeah,
that was
awesome.
so good.
Yep.
But yeah, oh my gosh, the videos that people have made online of Brock Party are the best thing about this.
Right.
Like
I've seen people.
Just
I've
so
seen
much
people
different
match,
music.
Like, just so many different songs. I saw someone put like Dancing Queen to it. I love the memes that are coming from it.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Yeah.
Best moment?
I made a joke that R-Truth were claiming the title because it's the only story that was told this week. But honestly, the best moment is Brock not choosing someone to fight at Saudi Mania. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he surprises us. So I'll take that. That's all I got. There's really nothing else.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Trent, you have anything?
I guess I'm gonna go with the guitar solo by Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
I don't know.
me too.
I just thought
Paul
I just
Heyman's
thought it was
guitar
just-
solo.
Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
I just thought that was just
funny.
the goofiest thing.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I do agree. I'm happy that Brock didn't, cash in because that we just need Michael Cole and to remind us of another thing that's happening on the damn show.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, thanks so much, Trent, for joining the show and doing awards with us. Do you have any? You have any final thoughts or shout outs or anything?
No, just appreciate the show. It saves me time. If you're not already, follow the guys on Patreon. Tons of cool content there. And thanks for putting out the podcast every week. It always, cracks me up when I'm going into work or making a commute somewhere.
Nice.
So,
cool, man.
Yeah, you'll take it easy, guys.
Thanks
All
a
right,
lot.
Thanks, you too, man.
Later.
Take it easy.
Okay, that's all for awards. So now it's time for some breaking news. So the USA Network announced that Stone Cold Steve Austin will be getting his own TV show, which will premiere on Monday, August 12th, right after Raw.
Yep.
The show is called Straight Up Steve Austin, and this is the press release for the show. In each episode, Austin and a celebrity guest swap stories about their lives and careers during one-of-a-kind, custom-tailored adventures in different cities across America. In this unique format, there's no studio, no couch, and no cue cards. Just a straight-up good time and some good old-fashioned American fun. Some of his guests already announced are country singer Trace Adkins and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Perfect.
So it's rednecks and trucks getting beer, I guess?
So, Dale, you drinking a beer?
Yeah.
All right.
Me too.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
What else are they going to talk about?
I mean, it just seems like they're doing comedians in cars.
Of course.
But it's rednecks and trucks getting beer.
There's no comedians here.
Yeah.
We're cool cars. It's just trucks and beer.
Yeah.
So we're driving, drinking a beer. Oh, shit. Nah, it's Texas. Anyway,
White guys and ATVs sipping whiskey.
that's what it's going to be.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, have fun with that show. Also on Monday, Maria Kanellis tweeted, "Contracts are up in 3 weeks. Just saying." So maybe they'll leave for a well, no, they're not going to sign them.
They would for sure. They're indie.
No,
darlings.
they probably would. Yeah. I mean, they all like Maria at least.
So really, their contracts are up in 3 weeks.
Well, that's what she tweeted. We don't know if she's fucking around or whatever, but that's what she tweeted. Someone was like, "What contracts?" She was like, "Our gym memberships," but you know what she's mentioning. I mean, wouldn't you be upset if you were them? You're never on TV. You debuted on TV for like 2 weeks and then gone forever.
Gone forever. Forever.
I know they've been on 205 Live, since then, but who the fuck watches that?
Like, why don't they use her more?
Yeah.
She's better than like Carmella or Natalia or
Yes.
Tamina.
Yep.
Or anyone.
Or half of them.
Yeah.
And she's hotter too. Like that's.
Yeah.
You know.
She's hot. She's whatever.
Yeah. That's all I have for news, though. Should we move on to rumors?
There's a lot of rumors, so sure.
Yeah.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
All right, according to Dave Meltzer, Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan have both chosen to not go to Saudi Arabia for moral reasons. Of course, Sami Zayn isn't allowed to attend because of his Syrian heritage and because they would kill him.
I mean, literally, they would fucking kill him.
Yeah, we would have to kill you.
They're doing a show in a country that doesn't allow women. It's insane. They literally, no, you are not allowed. We don't think of you as in the same light as men.
Yeah.
Just to make money, and he's a billionaire.
Mm-hmm. Well, they need
Are you allowed to say no? I guess if you're a big star, you can.
They need it now because they need that money now because
Do they though? Fuck. So stupid.
Also, they're saying that Aleister Black isn't allowed because of his religious tattoos. He's covered in tattoos.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, you can't go either. Roman Reigns was interviewed by someone. I forgot what it was. I just saw like the headline really, but he was like, "No, we're going there to promote change." And then I tweeted a
How?
GIF. I just tweeted the GIF of like Vince with money, and he's like,
Yeah. Like, how is it?
People were like, "Yeah, change in Vince's pocket. Do you have change for $200 million?"
Jesus.
Also, there are conflicting rumors on whether or not Sami Zayn's AEW reference was scripted or not. However, according to Meltzer, it was scripted, and I believe that it was. I don't think Sami Zayn would be able to get away with that. Unless he's trying to get fired too. However, they did remove it from the YouTube clip. Like, they posted the YouTube clip, and they cut out the AEW reference.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it. Because people sent it to me.
Interesting.
So they cut it out.
Interesting.
So maybe they liked it at first, or in theory,
or
and then
Vince
hated it later.
He's like,
Vince
wait,
was
what?
asleep. What the hell was that? What's AEW?
Yeah.
Really, Vince? You don't even know what that is?
Right.
Also, PW Insiders reporting that AJ Styles is banged up, but they don't know what the injury is. But, he might be missing Super Showdown. He might not be wrestling there. I mean, he doesn't
I
have a
heard
match.
it might just be like time off because he wrestles so much. He
Yeah.
has a family.
Right.
So I think he worked that into his new deal that he gets to take time off.
Yeah.
So that, this is how they used to.
You would
always
think
do
he would go to Super Showdown and make that Saudi money, though.
it.
Who's going to win that Battle Royal? Who cares?
What's on the line?
Nothing.
Right. So I don't know. Fucking
No. I think you get a shot at a shot at the champion. Oh, that's AEW. My bad.
No, you get a shot at the 24/7 champion if you could track him down.
You get a shot at the 24/7 champion. Where is he? I don't know. Good luck with that.
You. And what about everyone else in this match? I mean, I guess they did.
Here's a wanted poster.
Yeah.
I mean, because Braun Strowman's not in that battle
It's a
royal.
wanted poster.
There's going to be one good match on this show, and it's going to be Dolph and Kofi. That's it.
Yeah.
You got Seth and Corbin. Blech. How many times have we seen that shit?
Undertaker Goldberg.
Blech.
Triple H Orton.
Blech. Stop it. I'm very close. You do one more.
I don't want to.
Braun!
We throw up saying his name.
Braun! Congratulations on your new child.
Oh my god.
Where are we at next? PW Insider is also reporting that Sasha Banks was in New York for WWE on Wednesday, and the belief is that she was there to work on material for the next game, WWE 2K20. So if that's true, I guess she's doing it just in case she decides to come back. Like, well, I still want to be in the game.
Well, you get paid.
Yeah.
I think to be in those games, a little extra.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But if she's doing that, you would think she's closer to coming back than leaving for good.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Also, the Wrestling Observer claims that someone in the USA Network suggested the 24/7 title to WWE to try to increase ratings.
That'd be interesting.
It would, but I don't know if I
believe that
believe.
one.
Yeah.
I've got SB Nation said that Tony Khan said, for what it's worth, that Moxley approached him about working out a deal as soon as he was able to leave WWE. That'd be interesting if that were true.
Right.
That would give him more credibility to, I'm doing this for a reason. I want to put wrestling on its ass. And you know what I mean? Like, that was his whole backstage
You
segment
think
on YouTube.
maybe he could be saying that just to avoid any type of like issue with WWE?
If anything, you wouldn't say that.
Because
that's almost like a breach. You go.
When did they announce that? Like February that Ambrose was leaving? You would think Cody would be like, sup? You know he's been talking to them.
Has to have been, right? Because, I mean, it's like going to a
Or
job
maybe,
interview while you're
Ambrose,
employed.
maybe
That's all this is.
Maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe he was just like, hey, my contract's coming up.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And they're like, oh, cool. We didn't know.
Hey, let's talk. I heard you got
Yeah.
something going on. I want to be a part of it.
Right. Yeah, WWE is about to tweet that I'm leaving, so
Yeah.
let's get on this.
Also, according to them, Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears has not officially signed with AEW, which is part of the event, but it's expected to happen.
Yeah, they announced today that Luchasaurus signed with AEW.
Thank God.
I can't wait.
I love this guy.
He needs to be their mid-card champ.
He's not even right. He's not even.
Or make a Lucha belt and just give it to him. Make a cruiserweight belt.
Exactly. It's not even that. It's just about his face. Like, he's a good wrestler. He can do moves.
Oh, yeah. No, he's fucking awesome.
So, yeah, pretty cool.
Any other rumors?
No, I heard a rumor and I can't confirm it, so we'll just discuss it, just like to see if it actually, might have merit. But like, that the WWE was blindsided by Moxley showing up.
Yeah.
I could see that being true if he really did tell them, I might come back. I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to take a break.
Yeah.
And then shows up with a multi-year deal.
Yeah.
I see them being pissed, but,
you would think
I'm more worried about Renee.
You would think Renee would get heat for that, yeah.
But how could she? I just, that's the part I don't understand, right?
Yeah.
It's like, Renee, you're an employee of this company. You have to tell us if something. It's like my fucking husband. How am I supposed to tell you that?
Yeah, it's true.
Or they act like they've been broken up for a while.
Yeah.
And they got back together after AEW. Right. That would be a funny thing for them to do.
So Ambrose is already, Moxley. We have to call him Moxley now.
Yeah.
He's already confirmed he's having a match in New Japan, I think in July.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And he's also gonna be at another indie show. I forgot, somewhere in the US. Obviously, in the summertime before All Elite starts. I think once All Elite starts doing their weekly shows, you can't, like, their talent's not going to be allowed to do indie shows in America. Like, overseas you can. But he's doing one, and Renee's going to be there for signings at this indie show. So that's interesting.
Very interesting.
They said she's been there before, but...
Very interesting.
I don't know. So, yeah. All right.
The women always end up going with the men eventually.
Yeah.
They almost always do.
Yeah.
You could probably get her a nice deal. They'd probably put her in the booth. Why the hell not?
Yeah, sure. Well, that's interesting, Renee.
We're here with Queen Renee. I just want to call you Queen. What's up, Queen?
Oh,
man.
That's good. All right, so anything else or
no
trivia?
Trivia
time?
Yeah, I was trying to look up some hardcore championship trivia. Now that 24/7's going wild.
Yeah.
Running wild.
Oh, yeah, it's running wild.
So, who had the longest reign? Do you have any idea? I know these are kind of hard. The longest reign.
Like single reign?
The longest single reign.
Was it Crash?
No. Not according to this. Crash had it for a while, though.
RVD.
Think about, like, someone who was part of a big organization where, like...
Mankind.
They probably didn't have to defend it often because they're...
Oh, like Boss Man?
Yes.
Right.
Very good. Yeah. That was a good hint. Yay. It didn't give it away. Who had the most reigns? Again, think of more of like an ECW guy because they're all hardcore.
So RVD?
No.
Al Snow?
No.
Dreamer?
No.
He wasn't around that long.
I don't know if he'll get there.
Back then. Huh?
Because this guy, we don't talk about him very much.
Sabu.
But he was good and he was hardcore.
Not Sabu.
Maybe one more try?
Sandman? He wasn't around that long either.
No, he wasn't. This guy was around forever. WWE.
ECW original?
Kind of came on his... Yeah. Kind
Did
of
he
came
do
on his
anything
own,
after
I
that?
think. Huh?
Did he do anything after that? Blue Meanie?
I want to say maybe he was a U.S. champion.
Okay. Who?
Raven.
Oh, really? You had the
27
That was probably in
times.
a week.
Sure. Sure.
Raven.
And then...
Were you ever that big on Raven?
No. But I didn't hate him either.
Like, I don't know. I always thought, like, people gave him a lot of credit that I was like, I don't know.
He was like the first CM Punk.
Like, maybe he was great in ECW.
I mean, he's like, I don't give a fuck about this. He would sit in the ring.
Maybe he was great in ECW.
Yeah.
But, like, in WWE, not so much.
A lot of guys were great in ECW and sucked in WWE.
Yeah, it's true.
Taz. So, who was the oldest winner? This should be easy. Actually.
Taker?
No, come on.
Oh, Vince, yeah.
Not Vince. Vince didn't win that title. Who pinned Crash while he was asleep?
Oh, Briscoe.
It was Briscoe. Although apparently, I think Patterson pinned Briscoe. And he was 59 years old when that happened. And then...
I was thinking of when, because we were talking about ECW, I was thinking of when Vince won the ECW championship.
Oh, right. Who had the shortest reign? I'll give you a hint. It was a woman.
Molly Holly.
No. Does she have it? She must have, right?
Yeah. Well, I saw there was a clip where
This person had it for 8 seconds. Terry Runnels had it for 8 seconds.
There was a clip I saw on Instagram like a couple weeks ago where Molly Holly beat Crash Holly for it. Mm-hmm. And then
It's probably
she
a real
had
match.
it like 30 seconds.
It's probably like a real match.
No. It was like backstage. And she had it for like 30 seconds. That's why I said Molly Holly.
Oh.
And then she's running through a hallway. And then there's a door, but there's, those doors that have like two halves, like one for a dog or whatever. Like she's running, and then the top of the door closes and she takes a She took a hell of a bump.
Yeah.
And then we just see the legs, and then like squats down. It's Christian, and then he go. And I think there's that WrestleMania.
Oh Jesus!
And he goes and he pins her, and he wins the title for like a few minutes. He loses it after that. But yeah, that's why I thought it was Molly Holly.
And I'm just gonna read one more fact. At WrestleMania 18, Maven defended the title against Goldust. After they knocked each other out with trash can lids, Spike Dudley entered and pinned Maven to win the title. Like they had a real match, but then another guy entered. Then in the backstage area, the Hurricane pinned Spike. Molly Holly told Hurricane to go to the Hurricycle before knocking him out with a frying pan.
That was
His back was turned. While looking for a safe place, Christian won the title by pinning her after hitting her in the head with a door. As he was about to leave the building in a taxi, he was attacked and pinned by Maven, who regained the title. They did that so many times. Remember they had a match? It was like a battle royal.
Yeah.
Like everyone was in the ring just fighting.
Right.
And during the match, you could win the title, but the match would continue.
Yeah.
Taz started with it and Taz ended with it.
Right.
It was so stupid. Like let someone.
They did that at WrestleMania 2000. That was like one of the biggest botches because it was like a 15-minute match where it's just whoever has it at the end, keeps it.
Yeah.
And Hardcore Holly hit Crash Holly, I think it was, with like a beer bottle.
Yeah.
And then he started pitting him, but then the referee, like I think Hardcore Holly was supposed to not win, like it was supposed to be too late. And the referee was like, it was the famous referee that's always bad. But in this case, he had no choice.
Nick Patrick?
No. The other one, the guy with the beard, the fat guy with the beard, black hair.
I forget his name, but
he was Andre's handler.
Yeah.
But he goes 1, 2, and then he goes, oh, and he falls back like as if he fainted or something. He's just like, oh, and he falls backwards.
Right.
And then, but they still announced Hardcore Holly as the champion. It was like, what the hell happened?
What just happened?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Is that it?
4 women have held the Hardcore Championship. We've talked about 2 of them.
Molly Holly, Terry Runnels, China.
No,
that's
too obvious.
Yeah,
this is great.
The cat,
Trish Stratus.
Yeah,
and a Godfather.
Oh, right, yeah.
One of the hoes.
Yes,
was Hardcore Champion.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So great.
That clip where it was that same night when Molly Holly beat him, and Hurricane was the champion, and he was hiding. He saw like the Godfather hose or whatever, and he hid behind a curtain.
Yeah.
And he was holding like an umbrella or whatever, and then they were like changing, and then you just saw the shadow and like the penis umbrella go up.
Of course.
And then Godfather was like, "What the hell? You trying to fuck my hose?" It's like, wait, isn't that your thing?
Isn't that a good thing?
Don't you sell women?
Don't you see? Right, exactly.
Aren't you in the pussy business, sir?
Oh my God.
No, these are my hoes. Only I fuck them.
These are my hoes.
Yeah. All right, should we get to fan questions?
Yeah, good.
All right, first one is from Justin Stewart. Will WWE versus AEW be similar to the Monday Night Wars, or will it go in a completely different direction? I mean, it can't be the same unless they're on the same night, but, it can get interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, it kind of already is. John Morris,
Agreed.
Pushfire Barry, Brock Party, Best in the World, Shane McMahon, and Nice Nikki Cross.
I'm firing Brock Party.
I'm going to push Nikki and Barry Shane, Best in the World.
Sure.
Because he's boring. Jay Benjamin, would the 24/7 title be better if there were some stakes to it? Say if you're able to hold on to it for 30 days, you get an Intercontinental title shot or something?
I think it's making too much of it.
You can get a real title.
Right. That's making too much of it.
JR Spires, after answering a great first show by AEW by making Baron fucking Corbin the number 1 contender and parading around Brock and his boombox, is it safe to say Vince is purposely trying to sabotage the company to screw Shane and Steph out of their inheritance?
No, I just think he doesn't know any better.
Mike Dawes, WWE. Oh, he's saying that WWE posted the Sami segments on YouTube and cut out the AEW part. Yes. John Morris, do you think Brock Lesnar is going to wait a whole goddamn year to cash in, or do you think it'll be Saudi Arabia? I don't think it'll be Saudi Arabia, but
really,
no, I don't think it will.
Saudi money, they want him to cash
on a
in
Friday afternoon. They want the cash in to happen when no one's watching live. True. I don't think so, but I think it'll be sooner than later. Joshua Kimmel, is the sledgehammer the dumbest weapon ever? It would for real kill anyone with one shot. There are dumber things in wrestling.
Yeah, they hold their hand over it. It is dumb, though. It is pretty dumb to hit someone with a fucking sledgehammer.
I mean, Triple H would have beaten the streak if Shawn Michaels didn't save Taker from
Save his life.
Yeah. Like Taker was on his back. Triple H had the sledgehammer and was just going to crush his skull with the sledgehammer.
Hey, he had 2 hands like this.
Yeah.
Smash! And they've been like...
And Sean's like, no, if you can't be the, if I can be the, you know me.
Right.
You know.
Oh, and I want to hang out with you next Friday, and so you're not in jail.
Anthony Parrish, worst thing to happen on May 28th, Harambe being killed, or this episode of SmackDown?
Oh, is this the anniversary? Another anniversary of Harambe?
Yeah,
obviously.
I think it's 4 years.
SmackDown.
Rob Cabasco, who'd be the third person you draft to AEW right now after Kevin Owens and Elias? Seeing Drew's disgusted smirk on his face at Elias winning the jobber title made me sad for Elias. What a waste. I would say like Nakamura. Make him special again. Or Bobby Roode. Yeah, probably Bobby Roode. God.
Roode, Nakamura, Rusev.
Yeah.
Nothing.
There's 3. There's 3 more. Let's see. Nick Simmons, what would you guys ask Sammy during the electric chair? Hey, Sammy, why don't you strap in? Strap in, buddy.
I mean, honestly, what could they possibly do to you if you would have said something like ballsy?
Nothing.
Like, yeah, Sammy, with all the excitement around AEW, I mean, are you jumping ship too, bro? I get it.
Hey, Sammy, did you watch Double or Nothing? And then, like, just Kayla's, you're just fighting with the microphone with Kayla. Give me that mic, bitch. Yeah. Casey,
they just attack you and they just deal with the consequences of you suing them just because they don't want you to talk about it. They punch you in the face.
They go to commercial immediately.
Right.
Casey Bailey, who do you think will step up to the plate to Aleister Black? My vote is Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, too much. No. You need both those gimmicks to go over. You can't have one of them lose.
Yeah.
So to answer that question...
No Way Jose.
Sure.
Tony V, if you could choose a song as your entrance theme, what would it be? We've
answered this question 20 times probably over the last 5 years. Again, I have a song that I've used in our Doomsday called Rock the Party.
Yes.
Everybody in the house, rock the party. And then it goes, dun, 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 dun. Kind of reminds me of the Ultimate Warrior. When I was a kid, I would always put on the Ultimate Warrior's music.
Yeah.
Because again, it was high energy. But if I had to pick a WWE song, it would be Sexy Boy.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it AC/DC. I mean, we've come out to Dirty Deeds. That's a good one.
Before Dean even had it as a finisher.
True.
Years ago.
And like, there's also, because I'm TNT. I'm dynamite.
Yeah.
TNT. Gonna win the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if not that one, then Big Balls. There's a song, AC/DC, just Big Balls. It's just about how they have big balls and I can come out and show my balls.
Yeah.
Joey Montez. Joe, push fire Barry guys who can wrestle but have no good mic work. So this is for you.
Does he have names?
Cesaro, Andrade, Aleister Black.
Oh, God. Sure. Sure. As much as I love Cesaro, I think he's getting fired in this scenario.
Man.
I would push Andrade, Barry Black, and fire Cesaro.
Okay.
Sorry. I love the new guys.
Sorry.
Right?
Joel,
Isn't that the answer?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, it's a hard one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hard. Joel Hansen, after watching Double or Nothing this weekend, I'm more baffled than ever as to why I even watch WWE. Why do you think WWE refuses to see the seemingly never-ending error of their ways?
I don't know.
Because of me.
That's the only solution.
Because
the only
a
solution
73-year-old man
is a 73-year-old man thinks he knows better and he overrides everyone.
He's
I'm
out of
sure
touch.
Triple H can put together a better show. Yeah. I'm sure Shane could. I'm sure Stephanie could. I
sure
just don't
we
think
could.
they're allowed to. We know we could.
Zahin Rahman, do you think WWE intentionally made Raw a steaming pile of horse shit to show AEW that even at their shittiest they can still draw ratings? But they can't. That's the thing. They're not.
They'll be fucked after this week.
They're doing desperate things like...
I think next week will be the lowest ratings ever after this week.
Yeah?
I really do. I really do.
Be. Tyrone Grizz, these Orton Triple H video packages are the most effort they're putting into this Saudi show. Do you think this match will be as good? No.
No.
It's going to suck.
There's nothing behind it.
It's going to suck.
Why are they even fighting?
Yeah. Rob Johnson, will the Cesaro and Ricochet matches turn into a best-of-7 series? and both turn into WWE's idea of their next big tag team, the Swiss Air, or Team Swiss Air. It'll be that all over again. Yeah,
but
probably. Let's bet on that.
But I don't want this for Cesaro.
Yeah, it's happening.
Swiss Air.
Nashville, Surrey. Why hasn't the 24/7 title been renamed to the 24/7 Experience yet?
Right.
Maybe.
True.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Gabriel Ballin, how would you guys book this feud? Adam Rose and the Rosebuds, No Way Jose and his coked up conga line, and the Oddities. Very simple. Oddities win, and then they murder them.
Yes,
they murder all of them.
Because they're, a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hell, one of the Oddities was in that movie, right?
Bubble Boy? I think they were all in Bubble Boy.
Yeah.
Steven Stafford, two quick questions. If Ziggler wins the title, did the Prince pay for him to win? And does Ziggler come out as the Ultimate Warrior?
Yes,
Super
and yes.
Showdown.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Stephen Haven, do you think a ranking system similar to what college football and basketball do would help give some meaning to throwaway matches, maybe rank the top 25 guys and re-rank them based on performance?
I think they do that, but no, it's not helping.
Yeah. I mean, they do like a...
Wrestling Illustrated
they do a
does a
power...
ranking, right?
Yeah,
No
but he
power
means
ranking.
like WWE. WWE does a power ranking. That's horse shit. But yeah. Brian Poole, after Cody and Dustin's match at Double or Nothing, do you find it's so unbelievable that they were jobbed out in WWE? Their match was incredible. I mean, yeah, they really showed what they could do. It was fucking amazing.
They weren't
match.
bad in WWE, though. When they wrestled,
Well,
when
at
they
the
won
end,
the titles.
Stardust was with the Ascension.
Well, Stardust was a bad
He was with the Ascension.
Stardust was fucking awful.
Anthony Piccone, why is the third Pisano brother never on the podcast?
He hasn't watched wrestling.
He hasn't watched wrestling.
And he makes a lot of money, but he works in the auto world.
Yeah.
He does well there. So he's probably just getting off work. Very tired.
Yeah. Tyrone Grizz, what does it say about the 24/7 title when Roman doesn't want it? Yeah, I mean, it says it sucks.
Yeah.
It says it sucks.
Yeah.
Kyle Foxton, can you believe Roman overcame the odds on SmackDown?
No.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It really is. It's just not believable. Oh.
Kick out.
Oh, wait, we have a t-shirt. We have a t-shirt that describes that.
Spear.
ProWrestlingTees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Repeat.
Kang. Queen Renee.
Queen Renee.
Yeah. All right, that's all for the show. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling.
At Joe Pisano.
Yeah. Wait, that's your personal one.
Sure.
I thought you wanted people to follow your wrestling one.
I don't have a wrestling Instagram. Oh, I have a secret wrestling Instagram, but you guys haven't found it yet, so I'm not revealing it on the show just yet.
Yeah.
I've been on Instagram. Just
okay.
Joe Pisano.
All right.
If you want.
And you can become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We're going to be recapping TakeOver. That's it. It's just called TakeOver this time. But TakeOver's this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yep. Going to be recapping TakeOver. And we're going to be doing predictions for TakeOver before that.
Sure.
So you got 2 NXT episodes coming this week. And then next week's the Super Showdown. It's probably going to be one of our best podcasts because of how bad that show's going to be. So that's on Patreon as well. $5 a month gets you everything. Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Check it out. And we'll see you there. We'll see you on Patreon later.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best looking man in the world. most loved and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacy Keibler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Always kill
Lashley.